trying to back up. It is a blood jam.
It's a traffic jam.
Absolutely nowhere to go right here.
Traffic jam on Jackson Street, or Jackson Drive. And so they knew this was going to happen. You hear the fans yelling, but that was just a situation where one car got sideways and then another one was so close he couldn't get by. But that means another caution lap and another restart, Steve. And then Reddick has been able to clear Kyle Busch. He's running fourth. Here's Christopher Bell getting into the tire barrier in turn one.
Yeah, it looked like he just getting too hot. And as the car's peeled off, he just way too much speed. There's no other way to put it. You see the contact to the tire barrier. He's able to keep going. You see him.
Treble turn 6, Tyler Reddick is buried into the tire wall. In turn number 6, Tyler Reddick took a wider line coming in, and this portion of the track that he's stuck in is still wet. He's on slicks. He's trying to get traction, and he can't because the pavement's wet. He has buried that Monster Energy Toyota Camry into the safer barrier right here at the end of Columbus Drive.
Caution comes out, and they will have to pull him out from underneath the tire barrier. Tyler Reddick had just made his way up to fourth. He had passed Kyle Busch. Pressure he puts on the back of Haley. Oh, he hit the wall. He hit the inside wall and sent him into the tire barriers. We'll see how much damage that has done. It's torn the left front off of Dylan's car. You see the toe link has been bent.
Yeah, this is going to be the end of the day for the 3 car. There's no way he can continue with that much damage on the left front. It all started with contact on the inside of the corner, forcing the 3 straight. He was putting such pressure on the leader. In the end, a mistake for the 3, Rick.
Take another look at it. He bounces off that inside wall right into the tire barrier and hard contact with the left front. He was just pushing so hard, but right there he clips the wall and into the tire barrier.
He's looking for the right moment. Maybe perhaps a slip from Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott is conflicted right now. He's trying to go offense, but he's trying to play defense. He'll lose second as SVG is on the move. He'll take the spot.
Gisbergen now in second place. Zeroes in on Haley out front. Haley looks in the mirror and sees a new car. Does that add pressure? Does that push the 31 into a mistake? Look at how much the 91 gains. He's right on the back bumper now out of turn 5.
Here he comes out of 5. This is the potential change for the lead. Justin Haley in the 31. Shane Van Gisbergen now will take a peek. It's not there, but he gets right up on the back bumper of Haley. Battle for the lead and possibly the win. Leaving 6 and headed to turn 7.
Oh, an aggressive move right here down the hill under braking. We got a caution on the racetrack. We're going to have to go back and see where they were lined up before that caution came up.
Haley be mistake-free for 5 more laps. Through the restart zone they go. 5 to go here in Chicago. A car length, now 2 in front of the 91 is Haley. He's going to have to be perfect.
Here he comes into turn number 1. Haley so far so good. Slips just a tad off the corner. But here he comes. Battle for the lead. Shane Van Gisbergen to the inside. And to the lead off turn 2 with less than 5 to go here in Chicago.
But Haley is right there. He's coming back to the inside through turn 3. He's going to retake the lead. The 91 back to the inside into turn 4. The crossover move. He is now clearing to the lead. Gisbergen off in turn 5, down the long straightaway.
He's got wide open racetrack to work with and no pressure from behind because he's going to pull away by 1, maybe 2 car lengths. It's Van Gisbergen with the lead. They're stacked up from second on back as everybody jostles for real estate. Van Gisbergen to the lead here in Chicago.
Success he
Trouble
has.
turn number 1, Bubba Wallace into Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and into the tire pack. Stenhouse goes. Bubba came in way too hot, flipped Stenhouse, and Stenhouse has buried that Chevy into the tire pack. That's off the end of the front straightaway.
And it looks as though he's stuck. Sure enough, the caution comes out. And the driver did not get the white flag that's out front. That is the only way that the race could be over if a caution comes out with under 1 to go. But that means we'll go into overtime. So a little more racing for the fans here in Chicago and those of you watching. Look at this as Bubba in the 23 slid into the 47. The 47 gets locked underneath the tire barriers in turn 1.
Yeah, Bubba just completely out of line, driver's left. I don't know if the track was still damp or if he was just out of control, but you see him coming in with a head of speed, already spinning out. Ricky Stenhouse probably has no idea what happened, KO'd from the side.
Into the restart zone. SVG trying to make history here in Chicago. It's overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. Down into turn one they go.
Here they come with less than 2 laps to go. SVG away with the lead by a car length, maybe 2. You got Haley, you got Elliott, and now Kyle Larson's in the mix. They're all stacked up right behind him, but in command and pulling away is Shane Van Gisbergen to turn 3.
And the battle now is for 3rd, 4th, 5th. You see those cars close together. Down into turn 4. No lockups. Everybody getting through here really cleanly in this. Coming to the white flag, the 91 easily out front of the field.
Out of turn 12, coming up to see the white flag. One more time around this street course in Chicago.
Here they come into turn number 1. Does Justin Haley or Chase Elliott, number 1, have enough fuel in the tank? And do they have enough to get to the back bumper of that 91 car? Here he is, right-hander, turn 2 for the final time.
You see the gap right there, pulling away down the back straightaway, cleanly through turn 3. Full throttle into the braking zone, over the hump. A lockup by the 31 back there. Gisbergen through 4, through 5. Smoothly onto the throttle, good corner exit. Headed back to you.
He will swing wide out of 5. He'll set up and go right to the middle of the racetrack and go driver's right now. Hard braking, downshifting. He's going to drive it in way deep. It'll pull away from Haley even more. He'll lead turn 6 downhill to Michigan Avenue for the final time this evening in Chicago.
Trackhouse racing drivers have been part of huge and great memories from Chastain to Martinsville to this. It's not over yet, but it's really close.
The 75th anniversary of NASCAR, and it has been 60 years since a driver has won in their series debut. Well, through turn 11, Shane Van Gisbergen has been perfect. He has navigated the streets of Chicago to perfection. The final time onto the front stretch. He comes to the checkered flag